Yes, it is. Welcome into another episode of the Only Bets podcast. Find us on Twitter at OnlyBetsPod. I am Kevin Monroe. Joined again, former bookie, Vegas insider. We got Sig on the podcast again. What's going on, Sig?
Not too much, gentlemen. As always, appreciate the invite to be here. Glad to be here and trying to make some money.
Yes, sir. So if you listened last week, it was just me and Sig. We got the basement dog. He was serving a one-show suspension, but he is back, still undefeated. We got the basement dog. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, boys? Sorry last week. Two-time COVID survivor at this point, so it's good to be back on the pod. So had to get through the Delta. Had to get through the Delta last week.
Yeah, we told everybody that you were suspended because you were at that wedding on the greatest college football Saturday of all time.
I know, so. I was, dude. I was. That's where I got the Delta from, bro.
Yeah, super spreader event. All right, so last week on the pod numbers, I went 12-9, finally back above 500. Struggled there for a couple weeks. Real life, though, first weekend I haven't cashed out, and I forgot the pit of despair that is when you got nothing to cash out at the end of the weekend. Sig, podcast numbers, I got you at 11-13. That's 3 weeks in a row under 500. What's going on?
Yeah, Sig, you want to talk about that, Sig?
I don't know, man. I just, I think I crack under the pressure in the big time being on a podcast. And then once I get off of this thing, I go to real life and then put a bunch of parlays in and make some money.
Yeah.
I did all right last week.
Yeah, perfect.
I did
just
all
fading
right.
yourself. I love it.
Yeah.
I took a beating.
I took an absolute beat down last weekend.
It was bad, dude. It was just merciless.
I had my game plan. I had Syracuse plus 17.5, and then I parlayed it with Oregon minus 9.5, and bet the account on it Friday. And I was like, it's going to set me up for the weekend. And of course, my Ducks couldn't even cover 10, so it backed me in no corner I never got back out of.
Yeah. I had a nice 8-game parlay going. Had 6, missed 2. Iowa had Iowa money line. Thought that was pretty much a guarantee. And the other one that did not was Nebraska money line. So I hit the 6 and missed the 2 money lines, Iowa and Nebraska on that one. So that was painful. That would have been a nice payout. But I got a new hot one, Baylor. Telling you, every week the Baylor's been playing, I've been hitting those parlays on those, and they have been keeping me afloat the last couple weeks. The old Baylor parlays.
Yeah, that's of course Scott Frost covers 6 in a row, and then I hop back on like, okay, it's Minnesota, and he fucks me, so I'm back on the Fade Frost Forever train. Fuck him. Yeah,
definitely cost me last week.
They had their defense made 5 straight stops, and their offense scored 7, technically 5, because of the Adrian Martinez safety that you just.
We talk about the Minnesota game, Z.
What is this? Yeah, talking about Nebraska.
Yeah.
Finally inched back on. I'm like, what? I'll give them benefit for the doubt. 6-1 against the spread, and then they just fucked me. No lube.
Yeah, that was typical of Nebraska. I thought they've been playing so well against teams, been so close. I thought they'd finally get over the hump, but nope, they just regress and do fucking Nebraska things. Dude, I listened to the whole game on the radio, and it was just, they couldn't get it going. It was pitiful.
It was bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got fucked by my own team Friday. Like I said, I just kind of set the tone for the entire weekend, and I was just a beaten man by the end of Sunday night.
All about your Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun weekend, though. I mean, LSU winning, that was pretty I don't know, was that surprising, though, in the longest game? Florida kind of sucks, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Dan Mullen, but it feels like should probably be watching out for his job here. He's got to be close to the hot seat.
I mean, especially because Les Miles, Ed Orgeron, they just said they're going to, go their separate at the end of the year. So, I mean, not a good look if you're getting beat by a coach who's. They just said, you can finish off the season, but you're going to be done. So it's kind of odd.
that tells you how bad Florida is. That LSU won that game and then they still fired the coach.
I know, it's great. It's just
That should never happen.
you got your chaos season, Z.
Oh, I love it every weekend.
Complete
What else? We got Georgia rolled.
Yeah.
Absolute backdoor cover by Kentucky at the end.
Yeah.
Incredible. Call the timeout and go for it.
Getting the cover and getting over their implied total of 9.5. Like crazy.
9.5.
Crazy, dude. That's how good. Like in college football, like if your team, you're not even favored, or you're not even predicted to score 10 points. Like it's crazy.
I thought that was. I mean, we talked about it last week. That was. It felt like you have to take over 9.5 just based off principle. Like it's so disrespectful, and they almost didn't score more than 10 points in 2021.
It's pretty crazy stuff. Who's Georgia got this coming the weekend? Do they have a big game yet? I just thought they had a look ahead spot.
Are they on a bye this week?
I think
they're on a bye. I didn't see.
Yeah, they are on a bye this week. Yeah, I just can't remember who they played next week. But yeah, staying with last week, Michigan State squeaked by Indiana. I thought that'd be. They did cover, but I thought it'd be more of a.
They did cover.
I thought it'd be more of a blow.
Yes, they did. Yes, they
pretty
did.
Impressive. Michigan State being 7-0. I don't think anybody had them even winning 6 games all year. Really.
Yeah. Not even close. That transfer portal, man.
I know, it's crazy. Mel Tucker's got them rolling. Be a good battle. Hopefully another week against my Blues. So we'll see.
Yes, sir. And I think Penn State plays Ohio State that weekend as well.
Ooh, that'll be a good one.
It's going to be a great October 30th. You mix in Halloween. It's going to be a fantastic football weekend. Obviously, we have week 8 before that, which we'll hop into. Sig, anything else from last weekend? I know you said your Baylor Bears treated you right again.
They did. They treated me.
Mormons.
Yes, they did. BYU sucking ass. I'm over that deal. I was very surprised. Number 2 and highly ranked Iowa Hawkeyes got destroyed at home and looked the typical Iowa thing that they do. That was a good little run for about 2 weeks.
I was waiting for it. That was. Yeah, what happened last week was supposed to be the Maryland game, and it was just off. I was off by a week.
Yeah, dude, correct. That receiver just absolutely torched them. 230 or 240, whatever he put up. Dude, it was bad. That was your classic. That was incredible. Your classic Iowa letdown spot, as classic as it gets.
Yes.
It's like just perfect textbook Iowa. I don't know. I kind of thought they'd make it to the end of the year and maybe get beat by Nebraska, but now, of course, they get beat by Purdue at home. Homecoming weekend, Purdue coming off a big win, just looked terrible. Their offense is just so stagnant, and their defense. When you have a plus 15 turnover margin, your defense can only take you so far, and that defense got exposed, and it was great to see.
Yep. Then Oklahoma State, Texas was another big game last weekend. Texas, again, just another second half collapse. I think Oklahoma State ended on like a 19-0 run or something like that. Just something crazy. So
yeah, that was another very nice parlay I hit. The old Oklahoma State. That was a good call, and that was another nice parlay. Kept my head above water last weekend.
Yeah, and again, another surprising team that's undefeated at this point in the season. They have a big game we'll talk about coming up in Ames, Iowa.
Yes, they do.
Arkansas fucked me as well. Auburn, I don't know. Auburn's one of those teams I have no idea what they're going to do week to week. But I think Arkansas is finally done. They've lost 3 in a row. Just finally got to the buzzsaw of their schedule, part of their schedule, and they've kind of collapsed a little bit.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Arkansas kind of fizzled out a little bit. They were kind of good team to bet on earlier in the year. Now I think they're starting to go back to what maybe the Vegas thought they were at the beginning of the season, huh?
Yeah, I think they just ran out of juice. They still don't have the depth. Sticking in the SEC, Bama, good bounce back, absolutely destroyed Mississippi State.
Easy cover.
Yeah. Destroyed.
Easy cover there.
Yeah, Cincinnati covered.
Yeah, you added that one at the end of the show, and that was a very easy cover. Same with your Texas Tech pick as well. Very easy cover as well. Mm-hmm. And then I had back-to-back locks as well, NC State and UCLA against Washington. Those both hit.
Nice. Did Washington just fired their head coach, didn't they?
No, that was Washington.
Oh, Washington State. I'm sorry, Wazoo. Yeah, you're probably
Yeah, that was the coup.
Gotcha.
We're firing people for being unvaccinated now. This is, I don't want to get into politics, but
I see there's
look out.
I see the coaches are suing too. Did you see that?
Yeah, they
should.
Good for them.
Yeah,
They should.
I mean that's crazy. Yeah.
Yep, and then obviously the madness that was that Ole Miss Tennessee game, just fucking incredible.
Throwing golf balls at the coach, like that's so swag, dude. Tennessee fans are just like, who? First of all, like, who just brings in a golf ball to that game? Are they just holding them the whole time, just waiting to check them?
Yeah, just waiting to launch it.
It's so good. I love it.
And credit to them if you're going to bring a golf ball to actually one hop it into the coach. I mean, that's just a hell of a throw.
Hell of an aim. Like, that's just awesome. Throwing mustard bottles out there and everything. But
that's right. What do you just?
Yeah,
you walk around with a mustard bottle just in case. I mean,
that's why I love.
I want to know.
What the fuck?
I want to know.
They smoking fucking pork butts out in the, you know what I mean, outside the shit house, or what do they need? Some, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's great. That's why. That's why I love Kiffin.
I want to know.
That's why I love Kiffin.
Oh yeah. Kiffin just embraced it.
I loved it.
I want to know how many spitters were thrown. How many spitters were on that field, just full of fucking chalk.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then the best part of that is their defense gets the stop after the delay, and they still have a chance to win the game.
Yeah, I know, right?
And Borney's boy, Joe Milton, just decides to, instead of throwing a Hail Mary, just runs out of bounds.
Love it.
Last play.
Classic. He's still got that. He still thinks he's wearing the Michigan jersey, apparently, because that's. I love it.
So good.
Crazy ending. Yeah, it's good.
So another
good week.
Another crazy week. This is looking like a. If this wasn't a chaos renaissance season, I would say this is a very ugly slate. But no ranked matchups, absolute minefield. But hopefully there's some good football. So let's hop into it. You guys have anything on Thursday? I just don't. I'm not a huge Thursday guy.
We got that Coastal game going right now. It's a Wednesday night, and App State has the ball. So we'll see what happens. We need Coastal Carolina to cover that 4.5. We're sitting on a good number. Actually, I don't know. It's kind of iffy right now. So we'll see what happens. But no, other than that, Thursday.
I did have some money on the over on this one, and it looks like 27-27 as we speak.
Yep.
And I believe I got in at 54.
Nice.
So,
you said pretty good though, because I got it. It closed at 61. So
yeah, right as.
Yeah, so you got it.
60.
Yeah, I got in. I think it was Monday.
You got in.
Monday.
Nice.
I got in early. I think it was 54 at the time, so I jumped on that.
It's crazy it hopped a whole touchdown in 2 days.
Yeah, it's always good to get those lines early. If you're on the right side of it, it's the best.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I have nothing on Thursday other than my over bet for Wednesday.
All right, so I got the Friday game, Washington going to Arizona. Arizona, I had them as a lock last week, and they are down to their third string quarterback. They scored 0 points against Colorado, who was absolutely atrocious. So I'm going to take the Huskies as much as I hate it, as much as I hate Washington. I like Washington here, minus 17.5. I don't know if Arizona's going to score.
Yeah, it's a lot of points to cover on the road for a Washington team that seems to have a pretty awful offense. But I don't know. Like Arizona, you said, is just they're trash. Arizona's 0-6.
When you get beat 37-0 by Colorado, I mean you're pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, this is probably a game I'll stay away from just because both teams are pretty bad against the spread this year. 1-5 Washington, 2-4 Arizona. So I don't know. I don't see a lot of very confident in this game, but hey, man, if you're the Pac-12 guy, so if you see something, go for it. But I'll probably stay away from, honestly.
It's my fatty of the week.
Yeah, I love it. I'll just take Arizona at home. Just take the home points, but that's all.
I've got Washington also on this one, reluctantly, very reluctantly, but I'm going to take Washington minus 17.5. Reluctantly.
All right, so kickoff Saturday, we got undefeated and newly ranked number 2 Cincinnati taking on Navy. Cincinnati minus 28 on the road. This feels kind of like a huge number for the way Navy controls the ball. How are you guys feeling on this one?
Go ahead, Sig.
I think Cincinnati's going to cover. What you just said about Navy and the ball control and the 4 touchdown spread on this. Cincinnati may not touch the ball more than half a dozen times the whole game because of Navy's ball control. But I think every time they touch the football, they're going to score. So I'm going to take Cincinnati on the road against Navy.
Yeah, that's a good angle. Everyone's saying Navy just controls the ball, but I don't know if they're going to be able to score against Cincinnati. They might be able to, but 27 points on home against Cincinnati. Cincinnati is 5-1 against the spread. They've been covering some big spreads as of late, but I just like the angle of, like you guys said, that Navy, they could have if they have like an 8-9 minute drive and don't score, like that's pretty much covers the spread right there. That easily could happen. I mean, if they score, that's even better, but they could do one of those 14 play drives and get down to like the 3 and it just kills a whole quarter of no points. So for that reason, I like Navy as well.
Yeah, I'm with the dog on this one. 28's massive. I know Cincinnati's been covering like 30-point spreads, but I agree. I think the possessions are going to be limited. I was huge on SMU a few weeks ago, and they only had to cover 14, and Navy kept it within 7. I know SMU's not Cincinnati, but they're a solid team. So I think 28. I'm not going to root against Navy, so I'm going to go with the midshipmen.
Yeah, it's an out of conference game too, right? Navy's not in that conference, are they? Are they in it? Are they independent?
I think they're in it. I think that
they're in that conference.
I don't know if they're
not in.
I don't know if they're independent or not.
Yeah, either way, I just think Navy will keep it within like 17 or 20 or something like that.
All right, so let's keep it pro America. We got Wake Forest taking on Army, going to West Point. Army 3-point dogs at home. Wake Forest has fucked me a few times in a row. Army keeps games close, so I'm gonna go with the Knights here. Give me Army at home.
Yeah, I like Army as well at home. They just came off of a 6-point loss at home against Wisconsin. It was a good game. I mean, Wisconsin's got a good defense. If you're scoring 14 on Wisconsin with that Army offense, I think that's decent. So I think they'll be able to score some points on Wake Forest. At home, give me the points. I like Army in this game. Possibly went outright too. So maybe maybe Army on the money line.
I like it. Army at home. +3. I think definitely that's a good bet. And I think you might be right, Borny. I think that might not be a bad little bet just to pull Army on money line.
Probably could be good over or under game too. The over under is 52. Could be a good under game.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, seems high for an Army game.
High. Yeah, definitely. That might be a nice little parlay there. Army and then under. Yeah. And also throw a little cash at it on the money line just for shits and giggles. So, yeah, I had to think Army. I think they'll cover it, especially at home.
All right, next game I got Syracuse going to Virginia. Kind of another ugly game. Syracuse is a completely different team on the road, so give me Virginia -3.
Virginia or Virginia Tech, see?
I had Virginia as a VT.
Yeah, VT. Yeah, I got VT. Yep.
Even better. Give me Virginia Tech -3 then.
Yeah, Virginia Tech at home -3. I like his wear. Over under 45 seems sort of low, but Virginia Tech did just get stomped at home against Pitt. Kind of a bad loss, 28-7. But Syracuse coming off a close loss to Clemson. I don't know. This could go either way. I think if Syracuse comes in and beats Virginia Tech at home, I think their Virginia Tech's head coach is probably looking a little iffy. But Syracuse 6-1 against the spread, which I do like. Virginia Tech 2-4. I don't know, man. That's a pretty bad loss against Pitt last week at home.
I think it's a good loss. Pitt's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. But getting shut out at home, or no, excuse me, getting beat by 21 at home. I don't know if Virginia Tech get over this. Just give me Syracuse. I don't know. I don't feel great about it, but I'll take Syracuse. See.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting this one out. I refuse to lose any more money on Virginia Tech or Virginia this year.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. It's an ugly game. It's an ugly slate. In normal years, it's an ugly slate. Correction. So my Big Ten nap game of the week, I got Wisconsin going to Purdue. Purdue coming off a huge win against number 2 Iowa.
Nap game.
Purdue home dogs. This kind of surprised me. Purdue getting 3 at home.
Sid, go ahead.
I think Wisconsin's going to go in there. I think they're going to win, and I think they're going to cover. Purdue is not a good team. They were a good team last week, though I think they blew their load. I think they're going to think that they're better than they are, which they are not good. And I think Wisconsin's going to go in there and beat them up at home, and I think Wisconsin's going to cover.
Z, what do you think?
I'm gonna roll with Purdue on this one. I think I know it's a letdown spot, but I think they're kind of rolling. I still don't trust Wisconsin's offense, so give me the points. I'm gonna take Purdue +3.
Yeah, I'll take Purdue as well. It's kind of a tough game. I think they both have very good defenses. Honestly, Purdue has a great defense. Surprisingly, offenses are shaky. I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard game to pick, dude. I'll just take Purdue. If you're giving me +3 Purdue at home, I'll take Purdue. Can't trust Wisconsin going on the road. Over under a 40, so it's probably going to be a low scoring game. Obviously, is what Vegas is thinking. I don't know if it's a letdown spot after Purdue beating Iowa like that. I'll just take Purdue in the points give me +3 Purdue at home. Simple as that. Can't trust Wisconsin's offense. I mean, they barely squeaked by last week against who did they beat last week on the road? It wasn't Army at home, 6 points to Army. So yeah, it's kind of still can't trust their off. If you're only scoring 20 points against Army, you're not going to do much more. I mean, Iowa only scored 7 against Purdue. You're saying Iowa has a worse offense than Wisconsin? It's hard to tell.
It's probably coin flip.
Yeah, for sure. So
I don't trust either.
No, yeah. Give me Purdue. If that receiver can do what he did to Iowa, I think he can do that to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Run that. Yeah.
All right, let's taking down the SEC. We got LSU coming off a shootout win, going to Ole Miss. Ole Miss -9 at home, over under 76. I think Ole Miss has they have 5 of the 10 biggest SEC spreads ever, this year already. It's insane.
It's crazy, dude. Last week it was fucking 83.
Never even came close.
No, that was way under last week by 20-some points, wasn't it? Or more than that?
Yeah. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, Sig.
I think Ole Miss is going to win this game. I think LSU with the whole Ed Bergeron thing or whatever the fuck his
Ed
name
Bergeron,
is.
you get close. Yeah.
He's going back to Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
He's got a gig back with the Dancing with the Stars.
Ed Orgeron, you were close there.
Yeah, whatever. That tells you how much I follow LSU football.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate sign of disrespect.
Long story short, Ole Miss is going to win at home, and they're going to cover the 9 points. I think LSU is they got too much going on, man. They can't concentrate and get ready for games, and all these guys are looking to transfer out now. And I'm going to take Ole Miss -9 at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Ole Miss as well. I don't know. I love Lane Kiffin. He's just a walking troll. He just embraces it, and I don't know how is the team going to respond? Knowing their head coach is leaving it, are they going to get up for him, or are they just going to say fuck this guy? Especially all the stuff coming out this week about him, how he's bringing how he's hitting on pregnant married pregnant women at gas stations and like bringing girlfriends to the field and like letting their kids play and shit. Like there's just like ever since they said they're fired, there's just been so much shit coming on them. So like a road game against Ole Miss, I think Lane Kiffin loves this kind of shit. Give me Ole Miss after just a swag win at Tennessee. I think they take care of LSU here very easily.
Yeah, last week felt like a fluke for LSU, taking advantage of a bad Florida team. After last weekend, I don't know how you can't root for Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. So I'm going to go with Ole Miss here at home. Love the number -9. I think they win by double digits easily. Matt Corral has some swagger about him. I think they just beat the brakes off LSU.
Yeah, it should be a fun game. Another 76 over under. Who knows? Those games. This I think is one of the ones that might go over. Honestly.
Yeah, it could. It feels like it should. I mean, if Florida's putting up 42, I think Ole Miss puts up probably pretty damn close to that. So, all right, let's keep it in the SEC. I got South Carolina taking on Texas A&M. Texas A&M -20. Absolutely love this game. This is a lock for me. I'm taking Texas A&M -20. I'm taking them first half as well. I don't even know what that is, but I'm taking them both. A&M's going to destroy South Carolina. Give me the Ags.
Yeah, this is probably a good bet. A&M has been playing. I mean, yeah, I'm sure the first half is probably like around 11 or so. It's usually about half of what it is. But
love it.
Yeah,
South Carolina's bad.
Yeah, they just whooped up on Missouri. Yeah, South Carolina's trash. They just barely beat Vanderbilt 21-0 at home against Vandy. That's horrible. Texas A&M obviously beat Alabama, which is crazy. And then they go on the road to Missouri and take care of business there. So that was a good letdown spot. They covered there. So yeah, I think you're right, Zay. I think they're going to crush South Carolina here. A night game in Texas A&M. That stadium's going to be rocking. Give me A&M first half. Give me them everything.
Yeah, I agree on everything you guys just said. That's that first half. I don't know what it is. Probably be about 11 or so, but that's a good bet. And also covering 21. I like Texas A&M. Also on that first half and 21 for the game.
All right, I got switch it to the ACC. Got NC State taking on Miami. NC State favored by -3.5. Absolutely love the Wolfpack in this spot here. Coming off a good win last week. Miami's absolute trash. They're already talking about getting rid of their coach as well. He's on the hot seat. So give me the Wolfpack. I think they go in and they just take advantage of a below average Miami team.
Yeah, I agree on this one. Wolfpack also for me. Miami and their lack of fan base is astounding when you stumble across their game and there's 15 people in the stands. They're giving away tickets like they used to back in the 80s. You buy a Whopper at Burger King, you get a ticket. People are throwing them in the parking lot.
Getting rid of them.
They don't even want to deal with it. So, yeah Wolfpack, they're going to beat the shit out of Miami this weekend.
Yeah, you're talking about Miami. It's like, should I go to the beach and enjoy the scenery, or should I go watch Miami suck cock?
Right, exactly.
Whoa,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, they are not good. I'd never seen anything like that, even for any type of college game, where they literally have nobody in the stands.
Yeah, I like NC State here as well. 5-1, 4-2 against the spread, and Miami's on the downswing. Got beat by Virginia 2 weeks ago. Got beat by North Carolina last week. High scoring game at North Carolina, but night game against NC State. Give me NC State for that reason. I just like them. So yeah, fuck Miami.
Fuck Miami. So we got Utah going to Corvallis, taking on Oregon State. Utah's definitely figured out some things. They're kind of on a roll. So give me, I'm going to take Utah on the road -3. They're rolling right now.
Interesting. I'm taking Oregon State on this one. And I'm also going to take Oregon State money line on this. I like the old wood chompers. I got some faith in them. I like how they play at home. They've been playing decent. They've been covering spreads, and they've been squeaking out some close games. So I'm going with Oregon State, and I'm going to throw a little money on the money line also.
Yeah, this is a tough game. Shit. At home, who's favored? You just say Utah's favorite or Oregon State favorite?
Utah is, yep.
Yeah, just give me Oregon State. I'll take the +3 at home. Night game, Oregon State, both teams. Oregon State 4-2 against the spread. I just like those late night. If you're giving me points this year in college football, if you're giving me points at home for an underdog +3, I'll give those all day. Yeah, for that reason, give me Oregon State. I know they just got beat by who they play last weekend. Was that Wazoo?
Yeah, that was a bad loss.
Yeah, tough loss at Wazoo. I think it's a good bounce back spot this week for Oregon State. Give me Oregon State.
All right. Let's see. Kind of got one more ugly game. I got where am I at here on my schedule? I got Nevada going to Fresno State. Love Fresno State -3.5.
Who they playing again?
Nevada.
Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about Nevada. I'll take Fresno State just because I know that I know their name, and Nevada I do not, so I'm not gonna choose them to win the game.
Fresno State, they've been kind of after that first few weeks. They got whooped on last week, didn't they? They won last week.
Been kind of shitty.
They got beat by at Hawaii a couple weeks ago. Last week they beat Wyoming 17-0. Nevada beat Hawaii. I'll just do a little crossover math there. Just give me Nevada. Fuck it. Whatever. I don't know a lot about these teams. Just give me Nevada.
Simple.
I'm going to do
it's an ugly game.
I'm going to do college math on that.
There you go. All right, we got the Ohio State going to Indiana. -21 on the road. They've looked pretty good the last few weeks. Feels like they're rounded into shape. Indiana played Michigan State tough. How you guys feeling on this one?
I like Ohio State on this one. I know it's 21 points. I'm not a big believer in the Indiana football team this year. I think Ohio State is playing to get into the playoffs, and one of the ways that they can do that is to beat teams, and not just beat them, but kick them around pretty good. So I think Ohio State's going to be up for every game for the rest of the season. I think they're definitely a playoff team, and I think they're going to cover 21 points at Indiana.
Oh, yeah, Ohio State's been rolling. The last 3 weeks, they've covered 48, 15, and 21, so I don't know why they can't keep it going. I think their defense might have settled in a little bit, and I think their offense is clicking. Ohio State's finding the groove. Indiana's trash. They're bad. They are 1-5 against the spread. They've lost their last 4 spreads in a row, and they've lost, got beat by Michigan State last week, Penn State the week before that. 24-0, 2015. But yeah, give me Ohio State. I think they're finding their groove here. I don't know. Early in the season, it's been against Ohio State, but now they're looking like they are Ohio State. So whatever. Give me them to probably murder Indiana here.
Does it hurt to say that?
It does, but it is what it is, dude. They do it every year. Like, Michigan's getting hyped up. Like, I know what's going to happen. I already know. like we're not going to be undefeated. We'll talk about it. We're not going to be undefeated going into them, but there's going to be that talk like this could be the year Michigan gets them. And no, they just get cross-routed and slanted to death and lose by 35. But whatever. It is what it is. We'll get to it later. But no, Ohio State, I mean, they should be good. Look at the fucking talent they have on their field. Like, 5-star quarterbacks. They got 3 wide receivers that are going to be drafted in the NFL. So what are you going to do? It is what it is. It's college football.
I'm on Ohio State as well. I think they covered 21 pretty easy. I did have a question for you guys. So obviously Oregon beat Ohio State, but they haven't looked great. Ohio State has looked pretty good. So if Ohio State wins out, they'll have wins over Penn State, Michigan State, and Michigan. And obviously the Pac-12's down. So if it comes down to a Pac-12 champion, Oregon Big Ten champion Ohio State, who gets in?
Ohio State. Look at the rankings, dude.
Ohio
look
State.
at the rankings. The rankings are already fucking you. Like, why play the games? Why play the games if you're not gonna like? Oregon beat Ohio State in Ohio State by like what was the final? They beat it by like 10, or is it 7-10?
No, it'd be by 7.
Yeah, like what you're gonna play the like Oregon loses to fucking Stanford, and now they just dropped down to 10, and now Ohio State's won 3 fucking. They beat 3 shitty teams in a row. And now you're gonna bump them up to 5. Is that what they're at now?
Yeah,
like
I think they're at 6.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
No, they're at 5 now after Iowa.
You're just not gonna include the head-to-head at all. Like that's ridiculous. I mean, I get it. It's Ohio State. They're just going off their preseason rankings.
Yeah.
Like they're back. They got beat by Oregon. I don't know. It's fucking.
No, it's interesting to me because I think honestly it's almost 50-50. I think a lot of people take put their chips on the side of the head-to-head win, and then obviously you got the people who say, well, Ohio State's looked more impressive since that game. So I mean, it is what it is. I understand if it would happen that way. Obviously, I don't like it, but Oregon's got to take they got to be better. So
there is
I thought it was interesting.
There definitely is a Pac-12 bias of like thinking you guys aren't that good. It is true. I'll give you that. After like seeing it, like you always bring it up. I mean, I do see what you're saying about it.
Yeah, and I think part of it's Pac-12 does it to themselves. Yeah, every week is just an absolute crapshoot in the Pac-12. They just cannibalize themselves. You think you have a team figured out, and then I thought Oregon State was pretty decent, and then they lose to Washington State out of fucking left field. So,
like the only consistency we have this year is Georgia, just defense locking people down. So other than that, it's what is there? I mean, look at this. Okay, since Ohio State lost to Oregon, they beat Tulsa, Akron, Rutgers, and Maryland, and just like what? Yeah. Like what are we talking about? They're going to bump them up to 5th. Like that's crazy. It's just they're off. It is what it is. People love Ohio State. They want them in there. I mean, they got to have someone in there. Alabama will creep their way up there too. It just is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I figured out what the problem is with Oregon. The problem with Oregon is that they play up to the competition or down to the competition. That's the problem with them. So they play mediocre teams, and instead of rolling them by 25, they beat them by 7. That's to me is the problem with Oregon, is they seem to play up or down to the level of competition. And when they play good teams like they did Ohio State, they play terrific, but then they play mediocre teams and they look mediocre.
Yeah, and part of that's definitely the quarterback, which we'll get into. But, I mean, you don't have Mariota. When Mariota was there, obviously the talent wasn't that better, but between the scheme of Chip Kelly and Mariota, they were taking care. They did look like Ohio State beat teams they should by 35, 40 points. So,
yeah,
I just thought it was interesting.
It is interesting, Ben. There is definitely a bias against Pac-12 teams. And
I think a lot of it's earned, though, to be fair. As a Pac-12 guy, a lot of it's earned. Not all of it, but a lot of it.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into some of these marquee games. So we got undefeated Oklahoma State, Okie Light, taking on Iowa State, who have looked better than they did at the beginning of the season. Iowa State getting 7 at home, laying 7 at home. Iowa State favored by 7 in Ames. How are we feeling on this one?
This one, I had to double check my phone on this one. I cannot believe that Iowa State is a 7-point favorite at home. You want to make some money? This is going to be the lock of the week. Cash out your 401k, sell your car, and take every red penny that you can find, cash in your beer cans, and take Oklahoma State plus 7. And if you can scrounge out another couple bucks, put it on the money line. I'm telling you, there is no way. I seriously had to. I thought my phone fucked up when I was looking at this. This to me is the biggest lock that there is that they've had. So I'm rolling Oklahoma State money line, and I'm going to bet every damn penny that I can scrounge up on Oklahoma State to cover.
Dom?
Sorry, Sig. I gotta disagree with you. I think this is just a game Iowa State wins, like in the middle of their season at home against Oklahoma State. You've seen the history of Oklahoma State coming into Ames. and getting beat. Remember, what was that? The Brandon Whedon year when they were just 11-0 or 10-0, what it was, and they got beat. I think this is just this is Matt Campbell mid-season, end of the season for him, getting his team playing for him. They've had some decent wins. Obviously, they beat Kansas State at K-State last week. Rolled Kansas. Kansas sucks. And a close loss to Baylor, which they should have won. But, I like Iowa State here. I know 7's tough. Maybe 6. If you can find a 6.5, take them. But a lot of money's coming in at Oklahoma State, which I get. Oklahoma State, good one at Texas, Baylor. They're good resume. I just think this is a game Matt Campbell gets his team up for. It seems like a Iowa State win here. For that reason, give me the Cyclones. 7's tough. I'll give you that. But if you can get 6.5, maybe take it there.
So you're putting your faith in Brocktober.
I am. It's just it's an Iowa State game. This is when they start winning, and then they'll finish. Have a good end of it. This is Campbell territory right here. People start doubting him, and he's a good coach when people start doubting him. That's what he is.
Yeah, I like. I'm almost there with you, dog. I'm almost there.
I know. Seven's a horrible number.
It is. It's tough. I think Okie Light's defense is good enough to keep it close. If this was like 2.5, 3 Iowa State, I'd be on it. But it's very hard to pass up the points. So I'm going to take the 7 points. I'm going to take Okie Light. Don't feel great about it, though.
I wonder what this line opened up at. Probably 5 or 6 Iowa State, maybe more, or maybe less. So.
Which is still kind of crazy.
It is.
But,
I mean, I don't know. It is, but you look at the way Mike Gundy loves being underdogs too. So maybe that's another angle too you can take. But I think these are both coaches that love being the underdog. So I don't know. It's a hard game to handicap for sure. But I'll just take Iowa State home. 7 is a lot. It definitely is.
All right, we got struggling Clemson team taking on Pittsburgh. Clemson is 0-7 against the spread. Their last 7. Pittsburgh is 6-1 against the spread. Pittsburgh is 5-1 on the overs. Clemson is, I think, 1-5 the over this season. So the over under something's going to give. I absolutely love Pittsburgh in this spot. Clemson just is not impressive. This is who they're going to be the entire season. I think Pittsburgh beats them comfortably. So I'm going to put a sweater on it. I'm going to take the Panthers.
Yeah, I agree on this one. I love Pittsburgh on this -3 at home. I think that's a lock on that one. Also, I think Pittsburgh is rolling. They didn't start out too good, if I remember correctly, but they have looked. They look pretty impressive the last week or 2 weeks, whatever it has been. Clemson has not looked good all year. And that's going to continue. I think at home, Pittsburgh's going to roll them, and I think -3 is a gimme.
And I know it's not a crazy, home field advantage, but Clemson has not been to Dabo has not been to Heinz Field yet. So this will be his first game coaching at Heinz Field.
Yeah, fucking Clemson 0-6 against the spread. It's like. Pittsburgh has looked good, too, coming off some big wins. It's at home. Pittsburgh's beat Syracuse at Syracuse I'm with the wrong team. Pittsburgh has beat Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech last 2 weeks, convincing wins. I like that. Clemson is just, they've let teams hang around all year, just close all year. They can't seem to figure it out. I think DJU's trash. I don't know what happened to him. Their defense is still good, so they may be able to keep it close. But I think 3, Pittsburgh -3 at home. I'll just take Pittsburgh. They've been the better team. They've proved it all year. You just can't bet Clemson right now. You can't trust them. For that simple fact, give me Pittsburgh.
You asked what happened at DJU. I'm going to take the 50-year-old white man stance and say, well, it's because he's getting paid in those damn commercials. He doesn't care anymore.
NFTs, baby. Player like this. Not NFTs.
Yeah.
NILs.
NILs.
Yeah.
Those damn Dr. Pepper commercials.
Yeah.
He packed it in.
Yeah, he don't have it, No, I don't know.
All right. Another big game. 3rd week in October, we get Tennessee. Tough loss going to Alabama. Big win last week. Alabama. Vegas loves them again. -25 at home.
Yeah, quite the spread. What time is this game? It's a night game. Yeah, give me Alabama. I think Alabama murders Tennessee. I think Tennessee's their game last week probably was their Super Bowl. I mean, look at the crowd. They still got beat by Ole Miss. Yeah, I think that was Tennessee's. They had a couple good weeks before that, their offense, and then they kind of, got beat last week. I think it's going to take a little bit out of their sales. Give me Alabama. First half for sure, Alabama. Maybe Tennessee backdoor covers it. So for that reason, just give me Alabama first half at night against Tennessee. They've owned Tennessee as of recently. So, yeah, Alabama needs to make statements to get back in that playoff. So I think they smoke Tennessee here.
I agree with that. Alabama, just like Ohio State is playing every single week, they need to roll people and they need to just crush them to try and make a case to get into the playoffs. I think they're going to beat the hell out of Tennessee this week. I'm going to take Alabama at home minus 25. I like the first half bet also.
Yeah. Yep.
You can break down the stats for the next 3 days. The only stat you need is Joe Milton is probably going to be the starting quarterback. Give me Bama at home at night.
Enough said on that.
Is he starting?
Simple as that. Well, Hendon Hooker's questionable, so we'll see. So even if he plays, he's not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Joe Milton is not the guy you want in a big time game. No. Yeah. He makes fucking he makes what's his face Bo Nix look like Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, Adrian Martinez is trash. I take 3 Adrian Martinez over him. All right, we got USC going to Notre Dame. Notre Dame minus 6.5 at home. Night game, rivalry game. Love Notre Dame this game. I'm going to put a sweater on this one as well. I think the Irish just beat the fuck out of USC. I think they've packed it in. So give me the Irish.
Yep, I'm with you on this one too. It's a sweater bet for me. This is my lock. I love Notre Dame here, especially if Drew Pine's playing. I don't know if he is or not, but yeah, give me Notre Dame. It's a night game in South Bend. You don't get a ton of those. And obviously you get the USC rivalry. They just got beat by Utah, squeaked by Colorado a few weeks ago. But yeah, 3-3 against the spread. Notre Dame's 3-3 also, but I think it's a night game. 6.5 I love. I think they win by 10 points. Give me Notre Dame.
Make that 3 for 3 on this one. I like Notre Dame on this one at home night game.
Mm-hmm.
USC has not been terrific. Notre Dame has not been terrific either, but I think playing at night at home, 6.5, I like it. I agree. I'd say it's probably going to be about a 10-point win on this one for Notre Dame.
You putting a sweater on it? We going family bet?
Is that you? Yeah. Why not? Let's put a sweater on it.
Hey, we them island boys.
Gotta make it to the top.
All right, I got 2 games left. No offense, Michigan's game not as good as mine, in my opinion. So let's start with Michigan. Northwestern coming into the big house. Michigan favored by 23.5. Break it down.
All right, break it down. Michigan coming off a bye. Obviously, they squeaked by Nebraska. Two good road wins at Wisconsin and Nebraska. Whatever you want to say about those teams, it's still hostile environments. They did what they needed to do, and they came in and beat them. Northwestern obviously got smoked by Nebraska and beat Rutgers last week somehow, 21-7. That was a decent win. Obviously, Michigan kind of had the struggles against them. So, I don't know. Michigan coming off a bye, maybe they figure some things out. I really like it. I think they're just going to – Michigan might run the ball 80 times in this game. They might pass twice. I don't think they're going to need to throw. They're not going to have Cade do a lot. Haskins and Corum are just going to probably each have 100 yards easily on the ground. It's going to be Michigan rolling. If they can cover 24, maybe. We'll see. They've covered some big spreads this year running the ball. So I think Michigan coming off a bye, 24. I think they could probably get done first half for sure. First half probably line. I like that. Maybe Michigan seems to slow up in the second half as of recently, and Northwestern maybe can get a backdoor cover if Michigan lets off the brakes. It's a game I'd like to see J.J. McCarthy get some action in. I think he might, the true freshman 5-star. Cade's been kind of up and down. I don't know if he's our guy. It might be a game where after a bye week, maybe they're going to maybe start to see a quarterback transition, which is crazy to think. Michigan's 6-0, but defense looks good. But yeah, give me Michigan first half for sure. Obviously, you're going to win. So I'm excited. Can't wait. 7-0. Hopefully 7-0 going into Michigan State next week. We'll talk about that next week. But yeah, I'm excited. I love this team, man. I'm on the Kool-Aid. I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid. Jim Jones and this shit. Love it.
Sig, you're kind of a closet Michigan guy, aren't you? I know you've been.
I am kind of a closet Michigan guy.
Been down on the field before.
I have been down on the field, Big House Field. So yeah, I like Michigan 23.5 at home. Man, they've been looking decent. I think like Dog says, they're going to run the ball. They're not going to do anything spectacular. I don't think they need to. They're just going to wear out Northwestern and they're going to cover. I like Michigan 23.5.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna take Michigan as well. I think they're just gonna wear them out. I mean, even if it's somewhat close first half, you look if Nebraska's blowing out a team, I think Michigan will as well. I mean, give me the Wolverines.
I mean, look what Nebraska did in the ground game against them, dude. It was crazy. They just fucking obliterated them, and see what we did against Nebraska. Nebraska's had a decent defense. So Corum and Haskins are probably the 1-2 punch in the Big Ten. I just love them. But, you never know. Team could come off flat after a bye, so you got to kind of be aware. As you can hear, I'm still always a little hesitant with thinking of Michigan. They might have a good team. But, I'm all in, baby. Let's go. They got to rip my heart out. Going to rip it out. Yeah.
All right, we got College Game Day. Heading out west to the Rose Bowl. We got Oregon going to UCLA. UCLA -2.5 at home. I said it on last week's pod. There was 3 things that could happen last week. Either Anthony Brown finally figures it out and they blow out Cal. He struggles, gets booed, and they put the freshman in, or they leave him in and they don't cover. Well, number 3 happened, which I knew was going to happen. The Boo Birds were out. I was booing from my couch. At least half the crowd was booing. I mean, it was noticeable how bad he struggled. 4th and 6, he's 2 guys wide open down the field. He's throwing fucking 2-yard route to the running back. So this is actually a lock for me. I'm taking UCLA as a lock. Charbonnet is going to run for over 200 yards. Cristobal doesn't cover big spreads. Anthony Brown's trash. Give me UCLA.
I know what he's doing here. He's fucking black badging his own team. He's reverse jinxing us.
I'm not.
Don't fall for it.
The Ohio State pick was reverse jinx. This is just straight up. I need money. I'm gonna take UCLA.
He's picking against his own team. He can't even. Oh no!
You have to. Have you watched them play? They barely beat a 1-4 Cal team. They were down 17-10 in the 4th.
Yeah, the Oregon is 1-5 against the spread this year. That's tough. I don't know. I like Oregon. I mean, they doubted them.
Take UCLA.
Dude, I'm sorry. I mean, they doubted, everyone doubted Oregon going to Ohio State. Maybe they're a team that needs to have a fucking little chip on their shoulder. And when people saying they suck, I don't know. I don't like that you guys lost your running back for Dahl. He's a stud.
Yeah, but Dye had over 200 yards.
I know. Yeah.
Total yards. I mean, he's a beast too.
I don't know. Is your defense healthy? They're all healthy still?
They're as healthy as they will be until bowl season. I mean, KT's back. He looked incredible in that second half.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was on the field for 22 pass plays and he had 11 QB pressures. So half of the pass plays he was touching the quarterback, which is just insane. He's different. Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't know. I fucking keep betting your stupid team. I do like them this week. I don't know why. I have no idea. I just think they're a team that plays better when they aren't expected to do well. So I'll take Oregon, I guess. I don't know. Not to win. Maybe it's 2.5. So if they do win, it'll probably cover 2. So.
I like Oregon on this one. Like I said earlier in the show, I think they play up to or down to the opposition. And I think UCLA is a decent team. I think Oregon will look decent, and I think they'll cover the 2.5.
I don't want to be rude. Those are 2 very stupid picks.
We know what you're doing, bud. All right, we know what you're doing.
Chip Kelly is going to scheme the fuck out of this game.
Appalachian State won, Z, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm glad I stayed away from that
Fucking
one.
Christ, up 14-0. You fall apart like that. Bunch of losers. Whatever.
Hey, what was the score?
30-27, App State.
That's
covered.
over, I believe.
Yeah.
That's an over.
Yeah, it is.
Would you have them at 56?
54.
54, there you go.
There you go. You're good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Good hit. 57. Fucking whatever. Fucking Christ. Son of a bitch.
How many of those free bets did you use on that?
Just one. Danny used like 4 of them.
Yeah, it's just like
Fucking psychopath, dude. This kid is insane. Say, yeah, this kid. This kid just he's signed up
on
for
a heater of all heaters.
Yeah, he signed up for like 10 different sports books. Like, you use sports book in Iowa. Like, I think fucking Tasty's In and Out has a sports book right now at this point. Like, this kid, every place has a sports book right now. Like, it's great. And he signs up for him. And then he
signs his wife up for him.
Yeah,
too.
then he signs his wife for him, takes the free bets, and everyone, he's just been on a heater, dude. It's crazy.
Oh, he cleared well over 1,000 last week.
And 1,000 week before that, he's up like, I don't know how much he's actually up. I don't know how much he deposits, but he's up over $1,000 for sure.
He picks the most ridiculous prop bets I've ever seen on NFL Sundays, and somehow they always hit.
Yeah.
You can take a guy with a broken leg on the first play over receiving 45.5, and somehow the dude will catch a ball with a broken leg for 46 yards.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. But yeah, he didn't get it tonight. We're riding with him. All my bets lost tonight. I can't bet a weeknight college game, dude. They're always weird.
Wednesday nights, man, that's some degenerate shit. You might as well be betting NBA.
You're not wrong. NBA is horrible to bet on.
Yeah,
the worst.
No, that ain't happening.
So yeah, it should be a fun week here, boys. Good to be back. Sorry, I thought I was felt like shit last week. So
no, we're glad you didn't get the old the old Rona, bad the old Delta.
Yeah, put you on a ventilator.
Put you down, for on a ventilator. That'd have been awful awkward trying to call into you. You'd have had to write your picks down and have one of the nurses read them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. A lot of big spreads. Hopefully we get some good games. I mean, I'm never going to complain about a college football Saturday. The weather's starting to turn. Borneo, is it cold enough for chilly yet?
It is. It's officially chilly weather. The highs are 50s all week. The lows are upper 30s, low 40s. It is officially chilly season. It happened. We made it.
I agree.
We made it. There was a couple tease weeks in there, and then it got back up to the 70s. And you don't want that. You don't want to eat chili on Saturday. You wake up Monday, 78 degrees. It's just not a good recipe.
No, and you don't want to go too early where you're burnt out by November as well. So
yeah, the chilly days are when it's 55 when you wake up, and it's 42 by 5 o'clock. The temperature gets colder throughout the day. That's when it's chilly season.
There you go.
Have you guys seen these? I believe this was a debate on Twitter the other day. You see these psychos that go no beans in their chili?
Yeah, I mean,
what? Come on,
it's
man.
It's just soup water, basically.
Yeah, it's just meat soup is what it is.
Yeah. It's tomato soup with fucking, like, what do you put in? Like, beans that's where the flavor comes from. Like, what are you doing?
That is chili beans.
It's beans and, like, literally it's tomato soup with fucking chunks of tomato in it and onions. Like, what are you doing?
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
Psychopaths.
It is psychopath.
You know who makes chili with no beans is people who don't have a winter. People who can golf all year round in Arizona and California, they don't put beans in their chili.
And it's great.
Yeah, they don't have a clue. They don't have a clue what real chili is.
You can go too many beans. I don't want all bean chili, but you got to have fucking beans in it.
It's that Goldilocks zone. That's where good chili comes in. You got to know how to make a good chili.
No beans chili.
What is the matter with these people?
That's like putting ketchup on steak. Get the fuck out of here.
Right? It's just disgusting. Get out of here.
I'll take a cheeseburger. Hold the cheese, please. Thanks.
Yeah.
just
right? Exactly.
Just a hamburger patty.
Just a hamburger patty.
Yeah, let me get a pizza with cauliflower crust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just do
and no cheese.
Can I get
no cheese.
Can I get the Jack Special, please? No. What's he? No sauce. What's he get? No, he gets no cheese.
Yeah, no cheese, extra pepperoni.
Yeah, it's basically
and burn it to a crisp.
He basically gets bread, sauce, and pepperoni, and just make it black. I don't want it black.
I've never seen a man leave a pizza out at room temperature for a day and a half and then just eat it like it's nothing. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna put that in the fridge. He's like, why would I put it in the fridge? It's still good.
Yeah, I guess, dude. I don't know. It just seems like it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, you can put it in the microwave. It's okay. You don't have to keep it room temperature.
Cheeseless pizza with chicken nuggets for appetizer.
Yeah,
chicken strips.
So much salt on them. It's incredible.
If you go to a restaurant with Jack, don't even give him a full menu. Just give him the appetizer menu. That's all he needs.
Yeah, give him the kids menu.
I don't think that kid knows what an entree is. Love it.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Either way.
Yeah,
he's in Lincoln now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Lincoln boy.
Apparently he works nights. He works nights, apparently. Well, he works like 3 to 8 or something weird like that. Like 3 p.m. to 8. So I don't know. We barely hear from him when he worked normal hours, so.
Can't have a conversation with the kid.
Nah, most combative kid on planet Earth.
Yeah.
We'll text him on Saturday and be like, just say like, no, Nebraska's struggling. Fuck yourself. Do you know anything? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Or just be like, we're about
every team struggles. Oh, Nebraska. Yeah, Alabama struggled in 1970 too. Yeah. Look at them now. It's like, bro, I get it.
or
talking about today.
Or just be like, damn, dude, Nebraska looks good today, man. Shut the fuck up, dude. Don't even say a word about the goddamn game. Shut up. Like you can't win with the kid. Like he's so combative. I don't even know if he's trolling us at this point. I don't even know, but I love it.
He almost has to be.
He's almost living rent free in our heads. I just don't know what he's talking about. Like when I was at that wedding for the Michigan Nebraska game, I checked my phone after the wedding. And it was like that kid. I can almost see the gameplay by just how his text messages were going. It was just perfect. like fuck you, Bornholtz, and then be like, something positive, and then fuck you, Bornholtz. It was just constant. I was like, bro, you gotta just settle down. I was watching. I like the delayed reaction though. How you waited till Sunday morning. I woke up with like 50 text messages from you. Oh, that was just like 30 W's in a row. Yeah, and then on Tuesday it went off because I was at the wedding. I was hungover. I watched the game on my phone, and there was a couple of Nebraska fans across the table from me, and like. I was watching the game, like, behind them at the table, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm a Michigan fan. They're like, oh, what the fuck, dude? Like, whatever. And then, like, they're watching on their phone, too, and they, like, were sitting by each other in, a chairs, and they, like, huddled up real close so I couldn't see their phones. Like, I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, all right, we're playing that game. Okay. All right. And they were, like, laughing at each other, like, which I respect the move. It's funny. So I, like, sat down to a table on my phone and watched it, and then, like, Michigan's we were fucking motherfucking each other back and forth, flipping each other off, and then Michigan won at the end, and felt so good. It's just good to be a Nebraska fan in person.
Just again a back-breaking turnover by Martinez.
Yeah.
I'm going holy shit! They might pull this out. All they gotta do is kick a field goal, and then of course he fumbles it.
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah. I know even the announcers were like, you literally, the only thing you have to do is not turn over the ball.
Yeah. He can't do it. He can't.
Yeah, I know.
Not do it.
I know it was 2 weeks ago, but that game, man, I was nervous. I had a reason to be nervous, and I'm just glad to see Michigan pull it off. I mean, they could have lost some questionable calls, I suppose, but that's college football. You're going to get those.
It was a great game, and seeing Nebraska, like, primetime and night game, like, college football, as much as you might hate Nebraska, like the Big Ten needs them to be good.
Yeah, I know a lot of Nebraska fans are bitching about that call, like the signal call. You can't do that. Like that's a rule.
Yeah, but I've never seen that call before.
Because no teams do it because it's such an obvious. It's just Frost knowing his team's trash, trying to find a fucking edge. You can't do that. You can't collapse.
I've never seen a dual possession call on a fumble either. That was wild.
That's fucking insane. It's like
It's called a jump ball in the middle of the game. It's like jump ball possession, Michigan.
Right? Is that like tie goes to the runner?
Yeah.
I mean,
I've never seen that either. But like, that's just Frost. He was subbing in late the whole game, just fucking doing typical. I don't have a good team coaching shit, So whatever. Fuck Frost. If they don't fire him, I was talking to a Nebraska fan this year. Or like this week, I met with Law, he's like, older guy. I'm like, they're gonna get rid of Frost, aren't they? He goes, no, they're not getting rid of him. No, they can't.
Dude.
They're so in love with him still.
Yeah, one of my old coworkers, I talked to him about college football like daily, and those older Nebraska fans, like they are like, no, we'll give them a couple more years. Like they're ride or die, man. I know they are, and it's like kind of with Harbaugh. 6 years in a row without a bowl game, they're like, "Fuck it, we'll let him go."
I mean, say what you want about Harbaugh, he's had way more success than Frost has in Nebraska. Like, yeah, they've gotten beat.
Oh, dude, Harbaugh's winning 10 games a year at least.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they've been getting smashed by Ohio State, but who else isn't getting smashed by Ohio State? I mean, they're fucking powerhouse. I don't know.
That's a problem. That's the best run Ohio State's ever been on.
I know it's
the
crazy.
Last decade.
Yeah, and you're just like
you can't. That's not Harbaugh's fault.
No, it is. I know it's not like just talent wins. I mean, coaching does help, but I don't know.
I think it's just because he's such a clown.
Who's that? Harbaugh?
Yeah, khakis.
Yeah, he is. He's
a weird motherfucker, bro.
He's a football guy through and through, man. He's a fucking weirdo.
The best story I ever heard about khakis, like, it's weird that he like stays at the recruit's house. But
yeah, dude.
This one dude came out and was like, yeah, he was wearing his football cleats in my mom's kitchen.
I love it.
Scuffing up our hardwood floors.
Yeah. yeah. Insane. You're not going to get...
His whole family's like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, dude. Like he's a maniac, dude. Before games, he wears his he puts on like wide receiver gloves and like fucking like it's like the QB and warm ups.
He plays catch out there.
Yeah, he's a psychopath, dude. But I love it. I mean, I'd rather have that than fucking arrogant ass Frost, who's just up his own asshole, dude.
Oh, for sure.
I'd rather have that all day than a coach who just loves foot. I don't know. I hate Frost. I think it's more of his face than anything, but it just bugs me. He's just got.
That's insane. He's lost like what 25 games now, and like 18 of them are one score games. Like that's just coaching.
Yeah,
it is.
That's coaching.
Everyone this year?
Pretty much, yeah. Any of their losses. Besides, I think Illinois might have beat him by. Was that a one score game?
It was close. No, it was close. And it's always some fucking excuse to with him. The refs are like he's always got some. He never takes accountability. That fucking dude. That's why I hate that guy.
No,
ever. Like Harbaugh will always say, "Yeah, it was on us." Whatever, whatever. Say it is on us, but fucking Frost always has some bullshit excuse why they lost. I don't know. I'm excited.
Ridiculous.
I know. Just like going on a good Nebraska rant. It's always fun.
Yeah, it's needed, especially after they fucked me again last weekend.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah. So yeah, we got
give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
We didn't bet them for 5 games, and then they go and win.
Yep.
Or go and lose. Excuse me.
Yep. Cover against 3 top 10 teams in a row, and then can't even beat Minnesota.
Right.
So yeah, fun game, fun week coming up, boys. Good to chat again. Sorry I was gone. I'll be here the rest of the year. So
no worries. Yeah, I need a bounce back weekend in the worst of ways. So need some winners. Need 5 winners to be exact. With that promo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, week 8. Like I said, follow us on Twitter at OnlyBetsPod, on Apple, and hopefully YouTube. We were having some technical issues. I don't know if my laptop has enough juice to kick out YouTube videos. I went and deleted like so much shit, so hopefully we're good now. I did want to say randomly I got a follow on my personal Twitter account from a verified like Fox News chick, not a Fox News, like a Fox Sports chick, which was just really random.
Nice.
So I need to follow her from the Only Bets and then tweet at the podcast and then have her retweet it somehow.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, boys.
All right, boys. Good to talk to you guys again. Yeah. Back to...
Yes, sir. Let's make this money.
All right.
Make some
Have
money.
have a good one, boys.
See ya.
Gonna stop or